If you're looking for your ultimate go-to summertime fragrance, this is the video you need to watch because I have curated my top 3 fragrances for the summertime that are compliment getters, beautiful perfumes, amazing sillage, and I have a fragrance here that's $20 and we can go up to a fragrance that's just under the $150 mark. So there's definitely a lot of diversity in this video, but what ties all these fragrances together is I generally do get a compliment every single time I wear these perfumes out. So if you're looking for a date night fragrance, if you're looking for a summertime fragrance, if you're looking for a fragrance that you can just gravitate towards and it can be your go-to for this summer, check this video out. Keep on watching. I'm really excited about these picks. But if this is your first time watching this channel, hello, my name is Anya. I love fragrances and I talk about them here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, along with a ton of bonus content in between. So if you're interested, definitely consider subscribing. I'm going to go from the most expensive to the least expensive here, and I'm also going to be giving you my personal anecdotes about each one of these fragrances because I do love these perfumes. I do wear them a lot, and I think that they are all standouts. First up is a fragrance from one of my favorite brands of all time. This is Une Nuit Nomade's Love at First Sight. We're talking passion fruit, lilac, and broxin, all of which come together to create a fragrance that's altogether very unique, that's fruity, that's floral, but because of that ambroxan, this is a perfume that has a gorgeous sillage, and it also has terrific longevity. I have worn this fragrance outdoors and I've gotten compliments on it outdoors, which considering that this is a rather like lighter fragrance, is pretty noteworthy. This is a fragrance that's not going to overwhelm you. It's not too sweet. It's perfect to wear on hot days, but it does stay on rather well, and I do love this scent. I have no doubt I will be using this entire bottle up, and when I do that, I will be buying another bottle for myself because this is truly wonderful. When this first came out, it was launched alongside Sugar Leather, and Sugar Leather is of course one of my favorite fragrances of all time, but Sugar Leather kind of overshadowed this one, and I'm really happy that this one is finally getting the hype or getting the attention that it deserves because truly this is an amazing perfume. And considering the quality of this, I definitely think the price point of Une Nuit Nomade is totally fair. This is a fragrance that will run you around $100 for this size, and then the larger size I believe is around $150. So the price point is not so bad at all. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's affordable, niche, that's very unique, this is one to try. And they also have a lot of travel size options available on the website too. So again, one of my favorite brands. I love this scent and it is a guaranteed compliment getter. But what I like about this is that it's not obvious. So you can wear this perfume and it's not obvious that you're trying to hard in any way. This is your perfect nonchalant fragrance. If you're a gourmand lover and you want something a little bit more subdued, a little bit more elegant but very unique, it's one to try because there is that passion fruit note in here coupled with that powdery lilac note and then amped up with that ambroxan. This is truly a magical fragrance and I absolutely love it. This next perfume is one that I literally got a compliment on just today. I was wearing this fragrance and I went to a pizza place and I was picking up my slice of pizza and the guy working there literally said, "You smell so good." And I was like, "Thank you." I'm wearing this. And he didn't even ask for it, but you know like when someone tells you you smell really good and you don't really know what to say, you're like, "Yes, I'm wearing this perfume and it has notes of this, this, and this." That's literally what I said. But essentially this is Lancome's Idole Nectar. So not to be confused with the original Idole fragrance, which is beautiful in and of itself. Idole has a signature rose note, and it's very special and it's very easy to recognize. So if you love rose, the Idole line from Lancome is definitely one to consider. But if you love gourmands as well, this is like an absolute must try. So it combines that traditional signature rose with a bit of vanilla, popcorn, and caramel. And it's done in a way that is altogether so unique. I love the way that they have combined gourmand elements into like a traditional kind of like rose interpretation, and it's just a fragrance that is absolutely beautiful, as a gorgeous sillage. It stays on very well, and yeah, people really like this one, and I think it's because there's that floral aspect, but it's not, it's trendy, but it's still traditional because of that floral rose, and there's just something about it that is so beautiful, so wonderful. this is a kind of fragrance I would wear this on a first date, I think, because this is like your perfect nonchalant playful perfume. It's approachable, it draws people to you, and it's also very affordable. I forget how much this size is. I think it's like around $50, but regardless, this is a designer fragrance, so you can just go into any Sephora or Ulta and just smell for yourself. It's very accessible. I kind of wish I had the larger bottle. I kind of wish I had the larger bottle, if I'm being honest, but I love this perfume. It's so good. Idole Nectar by Lancome, and I'll tell you what I wore with it today, because we're reaching kind of like triple digits in my area, which is very interesting considering I live in like the DC area. Anyway, I was pairing Idole Nectar with L'Imperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana. L'Imperatrice is definitely not nearly as long lasting a fragrance as this, so when I pair these together, this one is definitely the more dominant one, but this kind of adds like a refreshing aspect to it. L'Imperatrice is probably not going to be like a super compliment getting fragrance, because it's like a tart fragrance that doesn't necessarily last, and generally fragrances that are going to be the most compliment getting are the fragrances that are going to last and going to have a terrific sillage. This one is a little bit more subtle, but I love this perfume. For me, it's one of my favorite fragrances, and I love layering it with other scents. So when I was wearing this one, I was like, let me just spray this one on as well, so it kind of adds a little bit of a tart refreshing aspect to this layering combo. So both fragrances I love. I think that they're absolute essential fragrances for the summertime. So this final fragrance is a gorgeous Gourmand perfume that's vanilla caramel. It lasts a long time, and it happens to be around $20 to $25. Super affordable. A little bit goes a long way. I've worn this one for years. We're talking about Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 71. This is a body mist, but it performs just as well, if not better, than most of the perfumes out there. This is amazing. Think salted caramel with vanilla, macadamia nut. It is gorgeous. Such a beautiful perfume. And I'll be honest, not every single Sol de Janeiro fragrance is my cup of tea. I am pretty discerning about most fragrances out there, and Sol de Janeiro, they have some really nice perfumes, but in terms of fragrances that really wow me, I would say that would go to Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 71. This is like the wow factor in terms of the entire brand for me. This is the one that gets compliments. There's a little bit of a popcorn note in here as well, but this smells to me like a macadamia nut cookie. It's so beautiful. Whenever I've worn this, people generally think that there are cookies around. People compliment this one. It's just like your cozy, warm, sweet fragrance. That's a Gourmand perfume. It's a little bit youthful. It's a little bit fun in that way, but it's such a gorgeous fragrance. And as you can tell, I have worn this to pieces. I will definitely need to buy a new bottle at some point, because I have marinated myself in this time and time again. It is gorgeous. I want to compare Cheirosa 71 to Lancome's Idole Nectar just for a moment, because I think these fragrances do share some similar notes, but they're altogether very different. So Cheirosa 71 is a fragrance that's more youthful. It's a beautiful photorealistic Gourmand, but it's definitely a perfume that is not as mature. And I'm not saying that makes it bad. I love this perfume, okay? I love this perfume, but this is an energizing fragrance that's youthful. When I want to feel girly, I wear this perfume. When I want to feel like I'm like in my femininity and like in my feminine energy, so to speak, I wear Lancome's Idole Nectar, because this to me is the womanly perfume. This is the perfume that perfectly captures that rose, but with a little bit of a playful edge that makes this fragrance very memorable. So if I had to give you the full rundown of what these fragrances smell like, this is a youthful, caramel, delicious snack kind of perfume. On the other hand, Idole Nectar is a playful Gourmand, but it definitely is a little bit more womanly because of that rose. It's a little bit more grown. Both are amazing fragrances, but they are different in that way. So if you're looking for that high level overview, I just gave you that, but I'd also recommend smelling both of these in person if you can. But of course, I don't want to leave out Love at First Sight. This is also a very, very unique perfume. It's definitely not as gourmand as these two, even though it does have the note of passion fruit. But generally, all three of these fragrances are compliment getters, and I love them all. And they are some of my favorite fragrances in my entire collection. So again, if you're looking for a guaranteed compliment getting fragrance for the summertime, check these fragrances out. I love them very much, and I hope you were able to get some insight about potential new fragrances to add to your collection. Tell me, have you tried these perfumes? What did you think of them? And yeah, thank you for watching till the end of this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.